What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another movie review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Disney is finally releasing their highly anticipated adventure action flick in theaters and on Disney+, Jungle Cruise. Directed by Wami Colette-Serra, and it stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Emily Blunt, and Jesse Plemons. Based on Disneyland's theme park ride, where a small riverboat takes a group of travelers through a jungle filled with dangerous animals and reptiles, but with a supernatural element. I wasn't highly looking forward to Jungle Cruise, if I'm being honest with you, but I do love Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt as the lead stars, great actors all around, and Wami Colette-Serra was directing this movie. He's directed a lot of great, fun Liam Neeson action movies back in the day, like Run All Night, The Commuter, and he's also directing Black Adam with The Rock. Is this kind of unpopular? I just thought this movie was okay. A lot of people seem to love Jungle Cruise, but I'm kind of on the opposite. I just found it to be okay and not great. I was kind of disappointed because it's got The Rock in it and Emily Blunt, but all around there are issues with the film, but there is good things to say about it. It's not a perfect movie. The greatest thing Disney does whenever they do live action installments is visual effects, really making the worlds look realistic, and this movie does look beautiful. The boat that they ride on, just the world, just the rainforest, like all the imagery and the landscapes that the characters go through is definitely realistic. There's a lot of intense scenes, especially with waterfalls. It does look like you're on that ship. Dwayne Johnson is always very likable, and he pretty much plays himself in this movie, and Dwayne Johnson is very charismatic and likable, as he always is, and Emily Blunt is very beautiful, likable, kick-ass, and I like that button of heads between these two characters. It wasn't a perfect friendship right off the bloom. They kind of butt heads with one each other. And another character that I thought would get on my nerves would be Emily Blunt's brother in the movie. I actually liked him too. He was pretty funny and helpful. And yeah, it's just a fun adventure for the first half. This movie is 2 hours and 7 minutes long. And it felt like 2.5 hours long, which I heard was going to be the runtime for this movie. Thank God they shortened it. It felt like a 2.5 hour long movie. Every scene felt drawn out. It didn't give enough opportunity to get into these characters' motivations and reasonings for doing these things. It's just like, we got an adventure to go on. There's these bad people chasing after me. We got to go now. The film didn't really take the time at all to give us more development with our lead characters. The third act way overextends its welcome. It could have ended so much quicker than it did, and it was a missed opportunity to really end at a certain point, but they ended it off at a different point. I was like, was that really necessary? This movie is not funny. I didn't really laugh a lot, except in the first act. I would say the first act, I chuckled a few times. But then the third act, I really wasn't laughing. There's this thing with The Rock's character in here. He calls Emily Blunt's character Pants, and he overextends that joke a lot. So the comedy definitely falls flat in here, and I'm supposed to really enjoy what's going on in the film. And whenever you have recycled humor, jokes used over and over again, it does get on my nerves. And there's really no stakes to this movie. Like, there's a lot of insane stuff, a lot of insane stunts that go on in this movie. And the Disney way out of it is just nothing. Like, there really isn't that much excitement with the action in the film. It's very play it safe. And I was kind of disappointed with that. Disney can take risks. They've taken a lot of risks in the past, but now it's more pandering towards the family audience, and I was kind of let down with a lot of missed opportunities in Jungle Cruise. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Jungle Cruise, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on this movie, definitely hit the like button and consider clicking that subscribe button for movie reviews every week, as well as ranking videos and live Q&As. If you love movies, definitely hit that like and subscribe button and let's talk about movies. Jungle Cruise was meh. it was okay. It wasn't terrible. It was not one of the worst movies of the year. I like The Rock in here. I like Emily Blunt in here, but it's very play it safe, very predictable. Another fine Disney live action installment, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't recommend paying $30 for it, but check it out in a theater. You might enjoy it more than me. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Jungle Cruise a C. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Jungle Cruise. What did you guys think of this movie? Did you love it? Did you think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.